Forgiveness, forgetting, and unlimited access to you are not the same thing. That being said, if you do not forgive other people, and I mean every single person that has ever hurt you in your life, you are depriving yourself of the ability to love. If you deprive yourself of the ability to love, you are also depriving yourself of the ability to be loved. I know that some people's heads are going to explode when they hear this shit and be like, I'm not going to forgive that person for what they did to me. Forgiveness isn't necessarily a concept that exists just for somebody else. Forgiveness is an act that clarifies every experience that you've ever had with somebody else that's ever been traumatic, painful, caused you issues, betrayal, trust, etc., so on and so forth. Forgiveness allows you to clear the space inside of yourself to be able to love and to be able to be loved. When you do not have forgiveness in your heart, that resentment and that bitterness grows, and it eats every single thing in your life until everything around you is destroyed. Now, I'm sure most of you have been around somebody who is just bitter, miserable, angry, pissed off all the time, to the point where you're just like, man, I don't even want to be around that person. They're just horrible to be around. Chances are, 99 out of 100, they didn't come out of the womb that way. They weren't born grouchy and pissed off like, I hate everything, I don't like anything, just constantly complaining. Life experiences happened to them and they became that way. And you want to know why they stayed that way, ingrained in that behavior? Because they allowed that bitterness, they allowed that resentment, and they allowed that unforgiveness to rule their lives. They allowed their painful experiences to rule their lives. Now, I said at the beginning of this video that forgiveness, forgetfulness, and unlimited access past your boundaries are not the same thing. When you forgive someone, that doesn't mean you bring them back into your life. It can mean that you bring them back into your life, and sometimes you should, because second chances are important, third chances are important, fourth chances are important. It really depends on the scenario. That doesn't mean that you should stay in a situation where you're being abused or somebody is mistreating you or whatever the case may be. Something is constantly causing you pain. Only you as an individual can differentiate those worlds and find out when your boundary is enough. You have to establish your own boundaries. Myself, I'm a Christian, so I establish a lot of my boundaries based off of Christianity. Whatever you establish is up to you. I can tell you this much though. Being someone who grew up through a lot of neglect, a lot of abuse, I've had a lot of horrible circumstances throughout my life. So throughout life at a very early age, I was pissed off, and I was pissed off a lot. I was angry all the time. And you know when my life finally started to get better? Not necessarily circumstantially, but my life started to improve when I started to implement forgiveness, understanding, love, compassion, empathy, kindness. When I humbled myself and I took myself out of the mix and I tried to start to understand life from other people's perspectives, is when peace started to flow through me. Jesus Christ has helped me a lot as well. But you have to actually change your behaviors in life. If you think that your circumstances in life are just going to change, they're not going to. You actually have to change them. If you're miserable and you're pissed off and you're angry, and if what I'm saying to you right now is automatically being rejected in your mind, maybe you should listen to it and just try out what I'm saying. The next time somebody pisses you off, even pick small things, start out small. It's in traffic or at your job, somebody that you can't stand at your job. We've all got that fucking person. If they piss you off and they anger you, change your lens, switch it up. Start to look through your eyes, through eyes of compassion and empathy and humility and patience. Do that for a week in small situations and see how much the quality of your life changes. It's not just about the other person. It's about you and your happiness. I have never met an unforgiving, bitter, resentful person in my life that was happy. Go ahead, show me one. I'll wait.